there's a spider. Oh. That's a tick. There's a tick on the window. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Anyways. This week's video is going to be about why you are not where you want to be, and this is because of yourself. So I'm going to teach you how you can break your limiting beliefs and your destructive thoughts and your behaviors to get you to where you want to be. Welcome back to the channel where all videos are about inspirational and motivational things to help change your ways of life and get you to become the best versions of yourself. I'm your host, Emily Grace, and today's video is going to be about why you are not where you want to be. Okay, so the first topic is really, really important, and note that if you are not where you want to be, it's most likely due to the ropes that you've got attached to yourself. And I know what you're thinking, Amelie, I don't have any ropes. Or Amelie, I know my ropes. Or Amelie, what are ropes? Your ropes are the limiting of beliefs that you stick to yourself. It's the beliefs that hold you back. And for a lot of people, it's fear. It's fear of people judging you. It's fear of what if it fails? It's fear of I don't feel like people really value me, or I don't know what to do. These are the ropes that are holding you back. So I'm going to give you a little story that I found really, really interesting. I listened to Debbie Neal's podcast. She's got one called Level Up, and she gave an example of a father taking his daughters to the zoo. And in this zoo, it was elephants and lions and zebras and giraffes. And these animals were crazy. They were running wild. They were so strong and big, but the only thing that was holding them back was a tiny little rope attached to a tiny little peg, lightly tucked in the ground. The father then went instantly to the zookeeper, like, why are these animals so big and crazy? Like, they're so dangerous. Why are they only attached to a tiny little rope in the ground? Like, this isn't gonna keep them safe. This is so dangerous. You gotta fix this. And the zookeeper instantly said that as a child, these animals were taught to like break the rope and stuff like that, but the rope was so big that it wasn't able to be broken by them when they were little. And because they're so small, it was hard to overcome it. And as they grew up, they started to affirm the belief that I can't break free from this rope because I tried so much when I was younger. So they don't bother trying it anymore. They are always still holding back from fully breaking it. And that is you. You are the strong elephant that has so much to reach in your life, but that tiny, thin little rope attached to that tiny, thin little peg in the ground is your limiting beliefs that you can snap. And I want you to know that those ropes are those base beliefs that are holding you back. Those ropes are the beliefs that you use to act in the world. So if you are constantly believing, I can't do it and I don't know what I'm doing, then you are going to start acting from that belief. The people that you interact with, the people that are going to be drawn to you are based off of that belief. The way you speak to people, the way that you ask people for things, the way that you hold yourself is not going to be someone who's assertive and confident. It's going to be someone who is closed-minded, thinks that they don't trust themselves, are not confident in themselves. So therefore, people are going to get that impression of you and start to treat you with less respect in turn. And it's absolutely okay if you don't know what you're doing or how to do it or who you are. The best thing that you can do now is learn from people around you who are better than you at the thing that you want to achieve. So for me, I have to surround myself with people who are confident in themselves, people who have their own businesses, people who study hard at university and go through a lot so that I can learn skills like time management, how to be better around people, how to learn more about business and struggling and balancing that with life. Surround yourself with the people that you want to get better. My dad always says this in the car ride up to uni, and I just love it. He says that if you don't know where you're going or who you are, or if you can and cannot do it, the best thing that you can do is to move in any direction. It doesn't matter if you turn around 5 years later and you realize, oh my God, I was on the wrong path. At least you moved enough to realize it. If you stay in the same spot, where do you think you're going to end up? Please also remember that no successful person has ever had it easy. Nothing extraordinary, nothing of the great dreams and the successes that you want to achieve are ever going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would go to university and get a degree. Everybody would run their own business. Everybody would start investing. But it's not easy. That's what separates you from everybody else. You have to be somebody who goes, right, I understand that it's hard. I understand that at times I'm going to feel alone, but I would much rather be alone and soar high in the sky and start to meet people like me, surround myself with people who are like that, than to be a pigeon and to eat on the side of the road eating breadcrumbs because that's what everybody else does, and because that's easier, because it's close to the ground, because it's so easy for me to just flap my wings and just go to the ground, instead of being alone and soaring up high. The people who make it are those who have had the ropes, the same as you've got, the fears, the limiting beliefs, but actually cut them off and actually allowed themselves to go, right, if I want to succeed, I need to cut these off. I need to identify the ropes that I've got to fully let them go. When you quit, you have a 100% failure rate. 100%, because you have gone to yourself, it's too hard, I can't do it, I don't know what I'm doing, I feel alone, so I'm gonna let that thing be the thing that stops me. That's what will separate you from the 1% of people who actually make it. And you need to have hunger, you need to have that drive and that passion to fully go, okay, I can see that it's hard, but that's what I'm gonna push through. That's going to be the leading factor that's going to separate me and make me become successful. You know, you don't have to be abundant to be grateful. But if you have gratitude, you will always find abundance. You are so blessed in this life. You came to earth for a reason. And a lot of the times, a reason for somebody is to give, is to help people, is to share their advice, like me, is to paint amazing things and give people an emotion, give people an experience. That's what you need to find. You need to find your purpose. I hope that you can see what your purpose is. I hope that you can see how blessed and grateful and abundant that you are in life, because the more that you pay attention to what you have right now is the more you're going to bring in that thing. If you are constantly believing, I am so wonderful, I am so amazing, I have so much success right now, I have so many friends right now who understand me, I have people in my life who are always going to be there for me, I know exactly who I am, you are going to start believing and acting from that belief and those words. If you are believing, I am dumb, I can't do this, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know who to become, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to succeed, I don't know, then you are going to act from those words and you are going to start bringing into that life, I don't have enough money, you're going to start believing and acting, you don't have enough money. I have enough money, I am abundant, I am rich, I am wealthy right now. The universe is going to conspire for you. The universe is always conspiring for whatever you put out into the world. You have the absolute ability to fully change and shape your life the way that you want it to be. So focus on the things that you are aspiring to have in your life. People will either become deterred or drawn into you. And this is caused by your energy. What you think about, you bring about. What you also need to think about is where your passion is. When you're passionate about something, you never feel like you're working a day in your life. People are drawn to that energy because you are so excited and you love about everything that you are doing. You love the industry that you're in. You love the progress that you've been making. You love the way that, I don't know, beauty happens in the world. Like you love the way that clouds are shaped. That is the thing that you're passionate about. You're going to attract those people who are drawn to you, who are drawn to that passion because they want to enjoy the things that you're doing. If you're starting a business and you're passionate about the industry that you're getting into, people want to come along for that ride. They want to learn, what is she doing? How can I get in on that? I want to know her success story. I want to know her as a person because she is so passionate about what she does. I am so lit on fire. There is nothing more passionate and nothing more forceful and powerful than a made-up mind and a human soul lit on fire. So use those two things to your advantage and become someone who stands in their decision. Be passionate about the fact that you just made a decision to start your own business, to go to university, and you are going to shape your world. You are going to start getting to where you need to be, where you want to be, because now you now feel, because now you feel like that you are never working a day in your life. You feel like you are living to your expectations of what you wanted life to be like, and you are drawing in more people who are drawn to that energy that you are giving out. I want to make two things very clear. Passion and motivation are very different things. Motivation is an emotion, just like happiness and anger. And I learned the hard way that you cannot rely on motivation to be the sole thing to get you to go out and do something. Successful people never wait for the right time. They never wait for, I'll wait for it's winter, or I'll wait for it's summer to start exercising, or I'll do it in winter so that I can have the summer body. Successful people create the right time. Now I'm going to link it back to motivation. Motivation is not something that you need to rely on in order to get up and do something. The difference is you have to be determined and diligent, not diligent, I forgot the word now. You have to be determined to keep going when things are mundane, when things are boring, when you don't want to do it anymore, because that is, again, going to be the thing that separates you from those people who go, no, too hard, too boring now, I don't want to do it anymore. It's become redundant. Don't want to do it anymore. It's not fun like I thought it would be. Those successful people like Mark Zuckerberg and Taylor Swift, they kept making, like Taylor kept writing music even when it felt like nobody wanted to listen, or it felt like everybody was hating her music. She still wrote, and look at where she's at now. She has got sold out concerts all around the world. She's been doing this stuff for like 2 years, this whole concert, and she's got success because she kept doing it. She kept doing it when it was boring. That's the same thing with you. You've got to keep doing it. And passion is different, because passion is your soul on fire. It's the amazing experiences that you've got all together. It's the success that you know you're going to achieve. Passion also relies on the story that you continuously tell yourself, which then links back to the ropes, which then also connects to the opinion of others. People tend to put down others who they believe are doing better than them. So what you will notice is that when others are going, that's a bad idea, Amelie, you got to think about this, but what if it fails? You'll spend too much money, you'll get into debt, it's going to take up your time, you got to focus on uni, you're not going to get there, it doesn't give you a return. That's your life, that's your mentality, that's your reality. You can go away and keep that. You can just put it in your bubble, put a little lock on it. I don't want to hear it. It's your reality, does not ever mean that it has to be mine. That's the mentality that you need to have. You need to ensure that you stand in your decision, and you make sure that other people's opinions and their words that they say to you are just left in the dust. Just another thing that's just noise. Who said that? What? No way. Oh, that's nice that you think that. You can go away now. You will only become sad and upset and hurt by other people's rude and unnice comments is if you believe it. Let me say that again. You will only get upset by someone else's comment if you believe it to be true. When you believe the things that others are telling you, you are much more likely to go, it's too hard, I'm gonna quit now. Or it's too hard. I'm not that 1%, yeah. Only those people who are really driven and motivated can do that. Only people who don't procrastinate can do it. No, that is not true. Only if you believe it, it's going to sink in. So allow those thoughts, those opinions of others to just be irrelevant. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is actually show up for yourself. This requires you to go ahead and do the things that are hard to achieve those goals. You need to go ahead and be like, right, I need to do 10 hours of study this week. I need to stop procrastinating and I need to get it done. Otherwise, I'm going to fall behind. It's the exact same thing with getting to where you need to be. You have to start showing up for yourself, because nobody else will. Nobody's going to come to me and be like, Amelie, I know that your life is hard and I know that you want to stop working part-time, so I'm going to give you this job. I'm going to let you just do what you want to do and live your happy life. I'm going to give you an apartment. I'm going to give you your dream apartment. I'm going to give you grand success on your YouTube. I'm going to give you all of the goals and grades that you want to achieve at uni. I'm going to give you your friend circle. Nobody gives you handouts. You have to go out and achieve that thing yourself. You have to go out and talk to random people to meet new people. You have to go out and go, right, I'm going to study now to get those grades. I'm going to grow this business. I'm going to make those sacrifices of growing my business so that I can have the life that I want 10 years down the line. Doing something like where you want to be takes sacrifices, and it's not something that's going to be tomorrow I'm going to have my dream life. It's a 10 years down the line kind of life. Also think to yourself, all right, what if I make it? What if I become someone who is so successful that people come to me to go, like, this is what I told MJ the other day. I want to be the woman that everybody goes to when they're thinking, I am struggling with uni. I want to achieve all of these things. I don't know who else has done this. I feel alone. And then I'm somebody that they can think back on and go, Amelia was at university and my goal is to get 5 businesses running in uni. She had 5 businesses in uni and was working part-time, being at a home. If she can do that, that means that so can I. I've got a role model who did YouTube doing university at the same time. I want to do YouTube too. I want to do self-development. How did she do it? I'm going to learn from her. How did she network with people to get this success, to have her friend circle be so powerful? I'm going to learn from her. Every successful person knows to choose their regret and knows to choose their pain. You fully have the option to go, it's too hard, I don't want to do it. Or you have the choice to go, no, you know what? I actually really want to achieve this, so I'm going to put in the hard work and have the grit to do it. The choice is yours and only yours. So you have to choose which pain and regret you'd rather live with for the rest of your life. The only person you owe it to is yourself, not anybody else, not anybody else's expectations of you and the way you should live your life. It's you. So stop making excuses, get up and do that 30 minutes of exercise, which I learned today is only 2% of your day. Go out and stop making excuses for yourself. Go out and say, from now on, I'm going to drink 2 liters of water. From now on, I'm going to go up to random people and start talking to them. Now, I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope that this video has really helped you out. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. The links are down in the description, along with past videos that are going to help you to become the best version of yourself. I love you lots, and I am so excited to hear from you. Bye.